y'all, it's Ilana and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be going to some of the best Mexican food places in San Francisco. Keep in mind, this is a very subjective list, so please do not get mad at me if I miss out on your favorite Mexican food spot. Make sure you do comment down below so you can share what your favorite Mexican food spots in San Francisco are, so I can check it out and so everyone else can check it out. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get into some of the best Mexican food spots in San Francisco. First up is Gracias Madre, located in the Mission. Spoiler, most of these places will be in the Mission, but this is one of my favorite vegan spots in San Francisco, and they have a delicious, delicious Mexican cuisine. It gets very crowded and it can be hard to get a table during the week, but during their brunch hours, I love their chilaquiles. It's to die for, but when I come here for dinner, I get their bowl uno, which is tempeh chorizo and it also has cashew cheese. Plus, their sangrias are really excellent, so this is a really awesome spot to check out. Next up is Taqueria Le Cumbre, which is also in the Mission District. They say that this is the birthplace of the Mission-style burrito. I absolutely love their burritos. They are delicious. This is a pretty casual environment and it's in a great part of the Mission. It's really close to Valencia Street. They do cook most of their food with olive oil and they use a lot of farm fresh ingredients daily, which is something I really like. And they do have another location in San Mateo, which is right by the Caltrain station, so if you're ever there, that's a great place to go to. Our next location is Padrocita, which is located right in the heart of Coal Valley. They're only open for dinner during the week, and they're also open for brunch and dinner on the weekend. Ingredients come from Sonoma, and they have a lot of cool seasonal menus. I love their sopa azteca, which is basically a tomato soup with a Mexican flair, and their guac is so good. You definitely gotta get it when you order chips and salsa. Plus, they have a really great cocktail menu and a separate bar downstairs that you can enjoy. And they do have outdoor seating if that is something you want. Let's go back to the Mission and we'll take you to El Farolito, the most well-known taqueria in the Bay Area. There are 3 locations in San Francisco. Mission and 24th is the most popular location. It gets very crowded. I personally recommend the Excelsior location since it's a lot cleaner and not as popular. Heads up, it's cash only here, so make sure you have cash. Well, great thing about El Farolito is that it's open pretty late until 2 a.m. and you're better off getting food to go because it's very hole in the wall and there's not much seating, and burritos will typically cost about $7 to $13 here. Right down the street from El Farolito in the Mission is La Taqueria, which is also a very popular spot and does get very long lines. They're only doing pickup and to-go orders right now, but one thing I like about their burritos that makes them unique is that they have rice-free burritos. So if you prefer rice in your burritos, maybe you're not going to want to come here, but the food is a lot cheaper here and it's really good. Burritos can range from $5 to $12, which is pretty good for San Francisco. I also really like their tacos, which are a little bit pricier, but they're really awesome. I really like their super veggie tacos and I got 3 of them for $16. This is a super fun spot called Lola, which is a very vibrant and colorful restaurant in the Mission off of Valencia Street where it's absolutely popping. I love their aesthetic and how fun this restaurant is inside. They're well known for their Jaliscan flavors, which is a state on the western Pacific of Mexico. It can be hard to get a table here, but there's usually a bar and counter seating available if a table isn't available. Their margs are really awesome and not too strong. The portions are not too big and not too small, and they can definitely be shareable. I love their fried avocado tacos and their corn esquites, and I personally believe that this is a must come to if you are looking for Mexican food in San Francisco. This is Nopalita, which is located in Lower Haight, and it's a pretty popular spot. They do have a small storefront in the Mission, but they don't have as much food as they would in their Lower Haight location. They use local and organic ingredients for their meals. Their chips and guac are a must when you come here. I was feeling pretty boring when I came here and I just got a cheese quesadilla, which is pretty small but still filling. And my friend got the empanadas, which is very colorful. I love the garnish. They even have a special menu for big parties where you can order taco kits, so that's pretty cool. This is Gordo Tacoria. There are 3 locations in San Francisco. There's 2 in the Richmond and 1 in the Sunset, and then there's a location in Berkeley and Albany in the East Bay. This is the Inner Sunset location. It's a very hole-in-the-wall place, but a pretty underrated burrito spot. Burritos will range from $7 to $10, and tacos are a little over $4 each. I think it's pretty inexpensive, and they have really fast service, so I think this place is pretty underrated and a great place to get tacos in San Francisco. Last stop is Chewies Fiestas in the Mission. Very underrated spot, and it's family owned. This is a very authentic tasting Mexican food spot, and it'll make you feel like you're in Mexico and not in San Francisco. Definitely get a seat in the back patio underneath the tent, and I think it's really nicely decorated. The portions are pretty big, so you're definitely going to want to get a box because you may not finish it all. It's very clean here, and the staff is really friendly. And honestly, this was the best burrito that I've had in a while. They got a really great drink menu with pretty fair pricing. The food isn't truly credible, so please don't sleep on this spot. It deserves a lot more love.
What is your favorite Mexican food spot in San Francisco? Did I mention in this video? If so, comment down below. And if you liked this video and you learned some new places, do make sure you give it a thumbs up. And also make sure you do subscribe to my channel, as I do post content every now and then regarding San Francisco, and I did used to live here. But you can also still subscribe to me for my Portland content, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!